Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining me. I am your empowered coach, Finda. So today I was actually just, the topic I wanted to talk about today just popped in my heart as I was stretching for 30 minutes this afternoon. And it's more of the fact that how are you working to add value to yourself or just add value to your community? I'm going to give you a story that I heard a few years ago, actually that took place in the 1930s during the Great Depression. If you guys are all familiar with the Great Depression, it actually started in 1929, ended in 1941. So during the Great Depression, there was suicide rates were completely high. A lot of jobs were they weren't even hiring. There were even some locations that actually would say at the door, "We're not hiring, please go away." So there was this guy who actually took it upon himself to say, you know what, I'm going to actually pick one industry, I'm going to pick an industry and actually just going to work and see exactly how I can really learn about that industry. So he picked one industry and worked to see exactly how he can add value to it. Went to the library, just studied so much throughout the weeks, throughout the months. And then after he acquired the amount of value that he felt like he needed, he went out to about 3 different locations. And he actually told them in his resume the information that he's acquired over the times during that time rather, and exactly how he can add value to the companies. So while a lot of companies weren't hiring because they felt like, okay, I don't have money to actually give you because you're just looking for a job, this guy literally, not only did he get a job, he actually was hired in all 3 places, but he took one position, of course. He took one position where he literally made more than what he actually asked for because he added value to that company. They were losing money because everyone was losing money, and people actually were thinking out of the box, were learning exactly how to make a profit. So with that being said, how are you adding value to yourself? It could be maybe learning a new language during this time of the whole isolation, or learning a new language, or sharpening up your skills when it comes to the computer skills. That's something I should be working on. And to give you an example again of myself, for instance, my fragrance. Fragrances are such a huge industry. It's a $6 billion industry alone in this country. And literally, it's a major designer house of celebrities who are behind fragrances. So since it actually popped in my heart years ago, I thought to myself, how can I actually do something different in a fragrance in the market already that's so saturated to make me stand out? My first thing that I do, of course, is sharing my story of empowerment, my stories of triumph that I've actually taken to call it my empowered stories, because I believe every woman has a story to share, and I'm sharing mine through the power of scent. And also the other things that I do, a lot of fragrances that I study that I actually have just done research with, when you buy your fragrance for them, they only really just give you like this little brief, it's more like a card. I'll show you mine. It's a card that just has the name of the fragrance, the size of it, and the notes. So this is how mine actually stands out. Mine stands out by giving you this little booklet right here. And then it actually will work your whole way through my vision, picture of my fragrance. And of course, always, always, always saying thank you. And at the back of it, there is my story. And then of course, the notes that make the fragrance. And with that, I also send like this awesome bag that actually every fragrance that you order comes in. And at the end of it, my long-term goal for my perfume is to have empowered seasonal brunches that actually will lead into more like annual brunches where women can actually just connect, create friendships, also create just opportunities for either connection when it comes to professional or just personal opportunities. So that is my long-term goal that I don't see any other brand doing. So in closing, how are you adding value to your time right now being at home that's actually just going to help you out throughout after the pandemic is over? Thank you so much for joining me. And once again, my name is Finda. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to subscribe so we can grow together and empower each other. And also follow me on social media. I am FK Empowered on all platforms. Thank you and have a great week.